Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. He's Mike Brenner. It's Week 7 in college football. It's Friday early afternoon, and we're doing our Friday review show, recap show, where we review and recap all of our picks, make some last-minute additions, and just give some final thoughts before kickoff happens in about 24 hours. Mike Brenner, I guess I got to read off all of our picks.
24 hours? Hell, Louisville's kicking off tonight.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So I guess I got to read off all my picks. Now I got like 30 picks, but I guess
Holy
cow.
I'll
go through.
Tell you what, you go ahead and do that. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee. Right. I'll catch you on the way back.
Just
Hell,
that
I might get
clear.
a beer.
I'll go through everything just really quick.
Take your time.
We both took Louisville. Louisville first half minus 21.5, Mike Brenner.
Yep.
Your picks are, as of right now, in college football, Clemson first half minus 10, Georgia Tech first half minus 6.5, Alabama first half minus 7 and full game minus 11.5, Ohio State first half minus 6.5 and full game minus 10.5, UNC plus 7, Houston first half minus 13, and Texas first half minus 7. Now my picks, I'm just going to go over them. Let me just...
You should have been an auction house guy. You would have been great.
I'm also on the Louisville first half. I got Purdue plus 13, Virginia 3.5, UNC plus 7, Middle Tennessee minus 1, Arizona plus 7.5, Syracuse 19, South Alabama 5.5, Temple plus 3.5, Washington State minus 4.5. Now it's minus 7.5. Did you see that one, Mike?
I sure did, buddy.
Worst
team in college football.
UConn South. We're going to get mileage out of that.
Yes,
joke,
we will.
UConn South Florida over 52.5, Georgia Tech over 47, Oregon State under 49.5. Did you see what happened to that one, Mike Brennan?
What happened?
40.
No way.
40 right now, yes.
Holy
And I bet that one on the opener.
You nailed
big.
that one, baby.
I bet it big, Mike Brennan.
I love it.
Indiana over 55.5, and I was conflicted about that one. I decided I am going to stick with the over despite the injuries to offense. For Nebraska, I think that Armstrong will be okay. He was in a walking boot, but if he plays, I can assume that they shot him up with the appropriate drugs and he'll be 100%.
Again.
Arkansas under 66.5, Oregon State first half under 23, Michigan State first half under 21, Purdue first half plus 7, Indiana plus 3.5. That's a tricky one. Boise under 60, Arkansas plus 7.5, and West Virginia, Texas Tech first half over 42. All right, those are our picks.
Holy cow, yeah. Dennis, I hope you got all that. Now, look, that is literally where two phrases were coined. All right, one, totals Loshak, and two, you can't stop them. You can only hope to contain them. Yeah. Holy shit.
Actually, I have more sides than totals this week, but that's okay because I did look into all of them, and I'm feeling okay about them. Mike Brenner, I didn't see you. Did you add Clemson, or you did? You did have Clemson. Yeah.
I added Clemson first half is minus 10.
All right.
And also the UNC. I'm done with all. I got 10 total college picks.
Mm-hmm. So you're not going to add anything?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm feeling really good about that right now.
That sounds good. There's two that I'm adding. The first one, okay, here we go. Now, Alabama and Tennessee and the Wisconsin game. I told you that I bet both home dogs. You're on the favorites on both of those.
Yeah,
I looked into both those games pretty carefully. One of them I'm going to stay off of, might pull my bet. The other one I am going to give officially.
Which
you
one?
want to guess which one it is?
Yep.
Which one would you predict it is? Which one are you hoping that it is?
Well, no, you know what? I'm not hoping it's either, but I got a feeling you're going to go against Bama.
Wrong. I'm gonna add the Bama one. I think Bama might pull away with that one. Especially, that might.
So you're going to go against Clemson.
I'm going against Ohio State. I'm going to take Wisconsin plus 10.5.
Plus the 10.5.
I bet that one. I just think it's going to be a grinded out game. Go down to the wire. Maybe
they
Ohio
proved
State,
against Michigan that they know what to do. So if they can keep that energy, but I'm just worried that Urban Meyer had too much time to watch tape on this
obviously
thing.
They're an awesome team.
Yeah.
Obviously,
it's good. Hey, one of us is going to beat the book in that.
I'm going to take Wisconsin. I'm going to add one more total very quickly. San Jose State and Nevada under 55.5. Why not?
Yeah, saw that. No, I don't think San Jose State's going to. Well, who knows?
Yeah,
Jesus.
It's just the offenses I don't think are there. And there's one other game that I want to get your take on, Mike Brenner. I'm a little bit surprised that you didn't take it. LSU is back at home against Southern Miss, and Southern Miss was a team that Sharps reportedly came on last week and got massively burned on. They were way on the wrong side of that one. I'll ask Brent. Maybe that was the same Sharp outfit that also took Marshall when they completely collapsed.
Well,
if that is, I'm going to suggest that Brent take them off the list, maybe. But
he will.
What about LSU first half minus 14? I know you thought about it.
No,
right?
I did. But the last report I had is that Fournette might not be playing or isn't playing. Now, if do you have an update on that?
No, but I can tell you right now that the talent discrepancy there and maybe the motivation discrepancy there is so big that I don't care about that.
I don't think. Okay, you know what? Wow, yeah, you got me. And they're at home.
They're
at home.
And they got I'm not trying to talk you onto anything. I'm just saying.
No, you're not. Because guess what? I'm telling you, when they made that coaching change, it was the best thing that happened to this team. They believe in themselves. All right, Les Miles, I've done some some research since he was fired. All right, he literally would have players that wasn't like his favorite players. He would let them know your potential's limited. Your potential's limited. I heard this. I'm not kidding you. This guy, I can't believe a couple players went to bat for him last year. You know what, Pistol? 14 first half. Give it to me, baby.
Are you sure? I don't want to talk you into something.
I knew you were going to say that. No, it makes sense. I'm talking to myself out loud, and yes, I added the Pistol Pete ingredient. I'm on first half minus 14.
Yeah. The problem, the only reason I don't want to add it right now officially is because I didn't do my in-depth looking into it. When there's something that's borderline like that, I need to look into it.
But again, for me, emotion and momentum's everything, and it just clicked into my head honestly that this LSU thing. They're so happy Miles is gone. They're going to shine. I think they're going to beat the dog crap out of his team.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else we want to bring up? I'll just give a couple leans that I'm not going to give.
There's one I got to talk about real quick.
Okay.
Again, and it's one of my official picks.
Okay.
But guys, I dug into my research. I mean, do you know that San Jose State, all right, was on top of Tulsa by 10 points at home in the first half?
Yeah.
All right, Tulsa's going to Houston. The first half's minus 13. Are you freaking kidding me? This is a wheelbarrow shovel. They might as well have the funeral ceremony right there. It's over.
You're right. I mean, that's another one.
San Jose State, Pete, you're hearing me clear. Trust me, they were up by 10 points over Tulsa at home. All right.
And they have an offense that San Jose State has a bad offense.
Terrible offense. Terrible. They had 21 points in the first quarter. Pistol, Pete, I'm telling you right now, Houston, Greg Ward. Guys, I promise you, I'm gonna step up my game with this pick. Houston in the first half, jump on it.
It's very convincing. I just can't give it officially unless I do my final in-depth.
How come right now I can't get a first half at Pinnacle? God bless America.
Because that's why. If you notice, Pinnacle releases their first half lines very late, and the reason is because they're beatable, and they have to be very careful because they take big, sharp action, and that's why we use bookmaker openers because they're early and sometimes they're soft, and bookmaker of course has bigger juice on their first half.
You got a bookmaker account, right?
Of course.
I'll tell you what, then let's put a bet in for me today, $5,000 on that first half. I'll pay you Monday. Well, actually, they'll be paying us.
Well, I guess that's about it. Is there anything else you want to bring up? I'm leaning under in Missouri, Florida. I'm leaning under in the Vanderbilt, Georgia game. Just not quite good enough for me to pull the trigger on it. Yeah, that's like a 42. That one's got a Georgia win of 25-11 written all over it, something like that.
I'm feeling really good about my Georgia Tech first half too, and I'm not a big Paul Johnson fan, but Georgia Southern's hurting, and they're having trouble stopping any type of running game right now. And when that offense comes at them, I think it's going to be a blowout. I grabbed the first half at minus 6.5. Still feeling really good about it. This Georgia Southern team's not the same team from 2 and 3 years back.
All right, Mike Brenner, I guess. Did you? And one other thing before we just wrap it up, money came in on Michigan State. You remember we were talking about that game. I had the first half under, which I'm still liking, but it was 4 or 4.5. Now it's up to 6.5 market wide. Yeah, the Greek is still holding 6, but
they're thinking something's got to change there, and that coach is just too damn good. Petey is such a good coach. The talent's there year in and year out. They're in a funk that it's been freaking black, and it's been just literally a dark hole they've been in.
Yeah,
and I think they jump out of it though. I really do, and it's not one of my picks, but I'm probably going to jump on the first half because I don't think this coach is going to let this team have another implosion at home on their own field. Yeah. It's not acceptable.
I'm also leaning Charlotte, which I just can't give because I didn't do my in-depth. But if you notice,
wasn't that a game that got canceled, right?
Yeah, last week I liked them at 14.5. They wound up winning outright, but I didn't get credit for it because the game was canceled.
Yeah, but I give you credit, Pistol Pete. I'll give you credit.
I didn't have the balls to give it as a repick for the Sunday game because I didn't look into it again. Of course, they won that one. Let's see.
Well, that's the same thing with me in Georgia. I didn't have the balls to get the repick on that, and they covered easily.
Right, absolutely. All right, I guess that's...
Hey, speaking of which, don't you owe me a beer for that? Weren't you on South Carolina? Even though my bet got canceled?
Yeah, the bets got canceled.
So the beer gets canceled.
All bets get canceled, including friendly beer bets. Absolutely, Mike Brenner. All right, I guess that's about it for college football Week 7. I'm feeling good about my 25 picks or however many there are. You feeling good about your 10 picks,
I really
Mike
am.
Brenner?
Did I ever tell you I love doing this show with you?
Me
I'm
too,
not
Mike
kidding
Brenner.
you.
Nice show this week, and we'll be back Monday for the opening lines for college football Week 8.
Can't wait.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.